You know what, Sage? I am ready. Let's get ready to suck it! Shout out D Generation X. 1997 to 1999, I believe, is where it was at its peak there. Well, we're going to talk about something a little different today. We'll get to the baseball here shortly, but we got to talk about the Jake Paul fight because we're trying to get some clickbait there. We're trying to capitalize on some certain algorithms, this, that, and of course the other thing. Now, while I was taking a piss mere moments ago, I came to the realization that Jake Paul isn't a promoter, isn't a boxer. He's a fucking comedian. I mean, who says, not just tonight, but other nights, that, they're going to be a world champion of boxing? I mean, Jake Paul said it. Jake Paul just said tonight, after getting his fucking head smashed and his jaw allegedly broken. All I'm going to say, Jake, is it's never going to happen. You fought a fighter who is severely on the decline, albeit at least you fought a real boxer for once, or for twice, I guess. Every time he fights a real boxer, he loses. Yeah, he was talking pretty fine. His jaw's not broken. Just trying to make himself sound fine. And then he talks about, I'm going to have to take a long layoff now. Yeah, okay. And then he's going to come back, and he's probably going to fight, I don't fucking know, Ken Shamrock, for fuck's sakes. I don't know who the fuck he's going to fight. But it's not going to be a real boxer, I'll tell you that. Because he needs to go get more experience, is what he's going to say. All I got to know is, for one, how didn't he get points taken away from him? I mean, he was falling to his knees and doing the duck walk at least 4 or 5 fucking times. Are you fucking kidding me? Jake was biting Joshua's ankles all match. You're fucking right. That's what I mean. You're just fucking flapping around like a flappy bird doing a goddamn duck walk. It's just unbelievable. He literally, I'd like to know, like, you know how in next gen stats for like football, they can show you like how long the run actually was. Well, I'd like to know how much he was fucking running backwards, man, because that's all he did tonight, and that's all he really does. His cardio is terrible, absolutely terrible. It's not going to be great even if he goes down a weight division. I've kind of seen some of how he trains, and sure, he might have some power against MMA fighters, but he doesn't have cardio. He doesn't train like he has cardio. It's evident. You can just fucking see it, honestly, how he trains. He's training on a treadmill by walking. Okay, you know what real boxers do? They get up fucking 5 in the morning. They fucking run 8 miles. They come back in. They fucking jump a jump rope. They hit a speed bag. They hit a punching bag. They do this, that, and the fucking and or other thing. Let me just see what Sage says here. Sage watched because his friend was streaming it on Discord. I wasn't going to watch because I don't like to show the support, but I really had the thing in my brain that this was going to be a fixed fight, and I'm very happy that it was not a fixed fight. Sage says, I was hoping he got up one last time to see Joshua knock his lights out. The thing about Anthony Joshua, I got to say, he was coming forward the entire time. He could have took maybe some better angles, that sort of thing. Maybe there was a little ring rust early on. But at the same time, if we're scoring this like they do UFC, he was certainly getting the octagon control. And maybe he knew early on that Jake Paul, not that it was very likely, but early in a fight, Jake Paul does have that ability to do a little bit of splash damage in terms of, knocking you out potentially. So maybe that's why I wanted to say AJ Johnson, Joshua was potentially being a bit more methodical. I just don't like seeing the clinch all the time. It was hard to find a rhythm when every time you close the gap and get a punch, he just clinches, then he's going to his knee. And then how he wasn't docked a point to me does not make any sense whatsoever, to be honest. And the shots were not shots that were like that last shot that we saw was a big shot. that uppercut Jake Paul landed, I mean, it was a shot, but it was not a shot that was going to put him out. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. The clinching, the falling down. I mean, he's never going to win a world championship. Let's just put it that way. There's no chance in hell. Started way too late in the game. It's kind of a shame that this is the poster child for boxing. Like, this is the guy putting up ratings that are bigger than other people of all time, making more money than any boxer of all time, because this is not even a real boxer. This boxer has never beat a real boxer in his professional career. And when he does professional matches, they're all 8-round fights. They're not 12-round fights. Of course they're not 12-round fights. He doesn't have the cardio to fucking go 4. If Anthony Joshua had come out early, guns blazing, you know, he would have been gassed in the fucking 2nd or 3rd round, for fuck's sakes. I mean, yeah, that's why I would never pay money to watch a fucking Jake Paul fight, honestly, because I'd be pissed off if that's what I had to see as well. But people, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's like people gravitate towards it, but I just think it's bullshit. It's like, I think, okay, you're putting Anderson Silva in a match against Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley has very basic skills boxing, as does Anderson Silva, who's, 50, 52 years old? Come on, man. Why not get real boxers on there? Like, why weren't there real boxers on there? I'm sure the female boxers were real. I know that, but I'm talking about, like, the men's boxing. It's like, it's all gimmicks. 2 out of 3 fights, the only fights that I know of, were straight gimmicks. You couldn't put a real title fight on? Like, why wouldn't you put a real title fight on? Maybe that should be your co-main or main event. Like, maybe Jake Paul should not be the main event. I don't know. Maybe you should be fucking putting on, like real champions on there. I have no idea what they're going to do. But it's just interesting. It's just very interesting. And that's all I got to say about it, really. I mean, you're talking with someone, like, there's so many people in this world that would kick the shit out of fucking Jake Paul, that are not celebrities, that are not even professional boxers. And if he wants to start wrestling, maybe he should go. Maybe he should go do a little bit of MMA. If he wants to wrestle, but I think he knows that his state championship wrestling isn't up to par for national champs, Olympic champs, that sort of thing. And he probably knows as well he'd get choked the fuck out with a triangle choke or a goddamn Kimura if he actually was able to take the motherfucker to the ground. Anyways, fuck Jake Paul. Thank God Anthony Joshua won, because if it was a Jake Paul win, I absolutely would be on here saying how this deck was rigged. Now, we got a lot of fucking baseball news to go over today. A lot of baseball news. We actually have a big 2 trades that happened. And because I was working, because I was so busy, I haven't had a lot of time to really research this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'll do my best, but hey, if I miss a fucking note, I don't give a fuck, because I am the GOAT. Now, first things first, the Padres made another minor league signing that I like. They signed Jose Miranda to a minor league deal with invitation to spring training. He's 27, became a free agent. Former Twin, had a terrible year last year. He was injury plagued. But he's only 1 year removed from hitting .284 with a .322 on base and a .441 slugging. So it's an extremely nice low-risk signing for the the San Diego Padres. Now, the Padres made another signing that I did not put on my fucking list here, so I do apologize. They did sign Sage, you're going to have to look this up and what it potentially fucking means. A KBO star. This must be Korean Baseball Organization. This is not lies. We don't do lies on this program. All we do is the truth. Now slow your roll and shut your fucking mouth. Okay? And here it is. The Padres staying busy yet again after signing Michael King last night. That other motherfucker the other day, Jose Miranda, which we just talked about. Well, they signed this guy named, and I'm going to fuck this up a little bit, Sung, S-U-N-G, Mun Song. So this is, I believe, a Korean, Korea baseball organization, which is where Eric Lauer came from last year. Just going to see what the fucking details are. I believe this is a guy who profiles to play second base. So they think he's going to be their second baseman, even though he was a third baseman last year in Korea. He had a 387 on base, 530 slug, 917 OPS. I mean, that looks great, but I don't know how that translates to coming over to, North America, to the Major League Baseball. Looks like he's got at least a left-handed bat. He's got some stolen base ability. Oh, geez. The season before he was even better. In 2015, so that would have been, fucking 10 years ago. He's 28 years old, so not really that old. And it looks like the last 2 years he's really pulled it up to a new level in terms of performance. So I like what San Diego is doing. They're I don't know if they're going to be as good as the Dodgers in that division, but they're certainly, for me, the second best team in that division. Now, we got quite a bit more to get into, and man, oh man, I really wish I had a chance to do more fucking research, but I did not. So, the Orioles are among one of the teams interested in landing Jojo Romero. So that's a left-handed bullpen arm. They'd have to trade for him, obviously, 29-year-old for the St. Louis Cardinals. And, it's, I don't know what it's going to cost, but he was pretty damn good the last 2 years. I believe I had him in fantasy as a setup guy to get hold. So the Orioles, who we're going to get to in a minute, making another trade for pitching, still looking to add at least, from what I can understand, at least one more reliever and at least one more starter there. You've got the Kansas City Royals obtaining Matt Strahm, 34-year-old from the Phillies, for Jonathan Bolin. A very interesting swap if you kind of think about it. You're basically trading pitcher for pitcher. One's 34 years old, the other is 27. Let's just kind of take a look at the numbers. I believe they're both lefties, so you're not really getting anything new in the arm that you're getting in that sense. Feel like Phillies are just trying to get a little bit younger here. Looking at the upside of Backus, who is 27, so obviously he could get a little better. He only had a 4.6 ERA last year, whereas Matt Strahm had a 2.74 ERA with a 3.36 career ERA. So I believe that it's really just about getting younger. I don't know if Strom's ERA, not his ERA, but like his velocity has started to go down. I'm really not sure. One-time All-Star. He's about to turn 35, so that's all I can really think of. Now let's look at the strikeout to walk. So for Strom, 10.1. The walk rate, very good for his career, 2.6. This Kyle Backus guy has only pitched 1 year. Strikeouts, 7.8, but he is a sidewinder, so that does factor in a little bit. They don't tend to strike out as many people, and the walks are about the same. That's only a one season of play, so we'll kind of see what happens there. Now, again, that was a deal between the Diamondbacks, who acquired Matt Strahm, and the Phillies, who acquired Kyle Backus, or I don't fucking know the goddamn motherfucking names. Let me get rid of these two tabs here, because it's about to get, I don't even know which fucking trade to start with. I'm actually going to start with the 3-team trade. I hate 3-team trades, because when you actually look at a 3-team trade on fucking, whatchamacallit, if you look at a 3-team trade on RotoWorld, it's in 3 different articles, and it doesn't actually like highlight all the fucking players that are in the trade and who went where. So I actually had to fucking, after taking my notes had to go and fucking look up Jeff Passan on Twitter and make sure I got it all right. So the Pirates are getting 3 players now. I believe 2 of them are not relievers, but 2 of them are just prospects. But they do get Brandon Lowe from the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Now the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are going to get Jacob Melton and Anderson Brito. So they're getting 2 prospects there, one an outfielder in Jacob Melton, the other right-handed pitcher in Anderson Brito. I hope I'm right. I hope that these are prospects. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a dumbass. And then the Astros are getting Mike Burrows, who was on the Pirates last year. Now, he's only pitched, based on my memory, 1 year. And that's good. They're getting a good young pitcher here. So I'm actually just going to kind of break it down by team. So let's just kind of look at what the Pirates got first. So let's go to Brandon Lowe, who is completely injury plagued, but he's had 30 home runs or more twice in his career. Last year being one of them when he hit 31, and then in 2021 he hit 39. Again, the problem for him, not like he's great. I mean, he's got an 807 career OPS, huge power, but his durability comes into question. So it's kind of a good swing for the Pirates, I think. It's probably one they needed to take after missing out on Kyle Schwarber and Pete Alonso there. So I kind of like that aspect of the trade, but it comes with considerable risk given that he's injured all the fucking time. Now, I just got to see what this Mason Montgomery guy's about. Mason Montgomery is not, so I do apologize, not a prospect, but he's kind of a young reliever, 25 years old, left-hander. He's got a 5.01 ERA, so it just kind of feels like a throw-in to me. Maybe they like his stuff and think they can kind of fix his mechanics, but I don't think he's really going to move the needle a whole lot. And then the other player for the Pirates is Jacob Melton. Again, he's not a prospect. He is a prospect. My apologies. He's played 1 year, and in 1 year we mean 78 fucking plate appearances with Houston. Had a 419 OPS. In the minors, though, 795. So who knows what you got there? Probably a 4th outfielder that has a opportunity to compete a little bit, but I wouldn't expect anything too special there. And I read the wrong guy. I got Jacob Melton confused with Jake Mangum. So Jake Mangum is the 3rd wheel going to fucking Pirates. So he is a prospect. Played with the Rays, though, last year. Had 405 at-bats, a 700 OPS, and a 775 OPS for his minor league career. He's 29 years old, though. And like I said about the other guy that went to fucking, god damn it, man, to the Rays. Well, Jacob Melton doesn't seem that good, but he's younger than fucking Jake Mangum, so it seems better. Now let's look up Anderson Burrito and see what the fuck he's up to. This is probably the guy they really wanted, a 21-year-old starting pitcher. He has only progressed as far as A-plus ball, so look for him to make the jump sometime next year to Double-A. His strikeouts per 9, though, I can see why they like him. He's probably got very good stuff. 12.8 strikeouts per 9 so far in his minor league career. And finally, I hate these fucking 3-team trades. Mike Burrows went to the Houston Astros, and this looks like a real solid pitcher, honestly. 26 years old, like, this guy... Pittsburgh has pitchers. Let's just put it that way. Let's call them the Pittsburgh Pirates. That sounds pretty damn good to me. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Because they can fucking pitch extremely well. So they're able to let a guy go who's only completed, one season? And he's got a 3.9 ERA. So this guy looks pretty damn good. He's got a 9 fucking, 1 strikeout per inning. That's not bad. It's not great. It's just, it's right in the wheelhouse. That's pretty good for a starting pitcher. So Houston definitely does need that because they're going to lose Framber Valdez. And Sage, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say, "Oh brother"? Oh brother, this guy stinks. What the hell do you fucking mean by that, Sage? I'd like you to explain yourself for once, Sage, because that's an inappropriate comment right there. And while I'm waiting for you to respond, we've got a shitty ass fucking deal that the Braves made. They signed right-handed pitcher. Should have did this fucking one right away. Fucking Ian Hamilton was signed to a goddamn 1-year non-guaranteed contract. No guaranteed cash at all. The 30-year-old was non-tendered by the Yankees last year after having posted a 4.28 ERA with 42 strikeouts in 36 innings, which is... That's 36 appearances. He had 22 walks as well, so that strikeout to walk ratio, that ain't impressing me much, as what Shania Twain was saying. You know damn well, Pittsburgh, that was a good one, Sage. That was a fucking knee slapper. I'm literally fucking over here slapping my goddamn fucking knee. That's how fucking funny I find it, man. So please, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everyone. Slow your roll and shut your fucking mouth, okay? Show a little bit of respect, or I'll fucking come at you. I'll pin you in a corner, and you'll take a couple fucking dives. You'll come for my fucking knees, but eventually, I'll clip your ass right behind the ear, and you'll go down to the fucking turf. How the fuck does that sound, Sage? Sound pretty good, does it? I didn't think so. I'm gonna break your fucking jaw, man. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't tell the police I said that though, okay? Do not call the police on me. I don't need another lawsuit, okay? Now, this is a big move for Baltimore. So Baltimore, to me, they're starting to teeter-totter a little bit. So we're starting to see that the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are kind of that 5 seed in the, I almost said the AFC East, in the fucking AL East. You're kind of seeing them as the 5 seed. Now, between 3 and 4, or even 2 and 4, because the Yankees haven't done a whole lot right now, Baltimore's kind of in that slot right now where you could probably put them as high as 2, maybe as high as 1 if you're on drugs, ayahuasca, that sort of thing. But right now, Baltimore is starting to solidify a roster. Now, hitting, position player-wise, they're as good as anyone in the division. No questions asked. They probably are the best team in that division when it comes to that. Now, all they're trying to do now is fortify their rotation. And today, they took a shot on a guy that averages 97 miles per hour. I believe he can hit 100 as a starter. Now, last year, pitching in Steinbrenner Field, he did yield 18 of his 26 home runs at that field. Now, is that just because it's a home run-friendly park, because it's a minor league stadium? Probably. So that probably projects a lot better for him going to Baltimore, where it actually is a lot harder to hit a fucking home run. So there's upside here that I didn't really understand until I quickly glanced at an article here. But Baltimore had to pay the piper because Shane Baz, who they acquired, has 3 more years of control. So Tampa does this because Tampa has a very stingy owner, and time again they have to trade guys away, rebuild. So they've lost Shane Baz today, Brandon Lowe. They're not looking very good. Are they going to trade Yandy Diaz next? I don't know, but if I was them, I probably would look for a fucking full rebuild because your team is going to be garbage. Now, an incredible haul, potentially, for the Tampa Bay Rays. They added, I believe, 4 prospects as well as a draft pick. And draft picks, for many years, were never allowed to be traded. So we don't know what these players come, so I'm not going over their stats. From what I'm told, the highlight of this trade is Slater DeBrun, outfielder that was drafted earlier this year, I believe in the 4th round, has a ton of upside. But Tampa Bay is also getting catcher Caden Bodine, right-hander Michael Ferret, outfielder Austin Auburn, as well as the aforementioned draft pick. So a first round draft pick, I believe, in exchange for Shane Baz. Now, we're going to look at Shane Baz because that does matter. And then we're also going to do one more thing where we kind of look at the rotation. So look, I don't think Shane Baz is going to be the... I do not think he's going to be the fucking the day one starter. I don't think so. But let's just kind of take a look at him. So, in his career, I do not like the amount of innings pitched that he has pitched. So he's at 286. And he's been in the league 4 years. He missed all of 2023 with an injury. So that probably explains why the innings pitched are a little low. However, last year, 166 innings, 176 strikeouts. I told you the home runs were a problem, especially at Steinbrenner Field. Okay. ERA for his career, 4.25, a 4.87 last year. So I think you're more so looking at the upside with the arm. I mean, that's really what you're looking at. A guy that can throw 97 to 100. They don't grow on trees, especially as starters. Now, strikeouts per 9.5 last year, pretty good. 9.2 for the career. Doesn't walk a ton, 3.2 for his career. So I think he might have something there. Again, I'm not going to say he's going to be dominant, but could I see a situation in which he gets it together and ends up with an ERA under 4? Absolutely. Now, could I see a situation where he blows his arm again? Absolutely. So we'll see how it pans. But, I mean, this is what Baltimore needs to do. And they're going to need to add another... we're going to need to add another starter as well there. So Kyle Bradish... So now I want to just kind of look at the rest of their rotation since that's what they're looking to develop there. Kyle Bradish last year had a 2.53 ERA, 29 years old. So I'm going to say that the FIP probably... Well, no, the FIP is right in line actually. So I'm really not sure. 47 strikeouts though in 32 innings. Small sample size. 3.47 in the career. Only 71 innings pitched combined in the last 2 years. That concerns me for the 29-year-old. Never has gone really close to 200, 168. Looks like a solid pitcher, but I need to ask myself, okay, why does he have 71 innings pitched in the last 2 years? So durability looks like a concern. I know he's got a good arm. He's got some good stats, but the durability, I mean, that's a big thing. He was up for the Cy Young in 2023. He finished in 4th, but we got to kind of see if he can string together a full season there, or at least 2/3 of a full season. Now, this is an interesting one. This, to me, has fluke potentially written all over it, but again, I could be wrong. So I don't know if this is their ace, their 2-starter, what have you. Trevor Rogers, 1.18 ERA or 1.81 ERA last year. WHIP was under 1, but for his career, a 3.83 ERA and a 1.3 WHIP, so he's definitely not going to do anything close to a sub-2 ERA. The FIP suggests he was about an inning higher. To me, he's probably going to go back to mid to high ERA, so good pitcher. I'm not going to say he's going to be a great pitcher, though, so we'll see what happens there. Then you got Dean Kramer, so I mean, the age on this guy's 29, so I think when you look at 4.26 ERA, that's what you're going to see is 4.26 next year, give or take. There's a 4.19 ERA this year, so not much different than his career norm, so good but not bad. Tyler Wells, 3.98 ERA for his career, a 2.91 last year. FIP suggests it was a fluke, so I'm going to say he's going to be closer to 4. And he's had some... It just looks like an okay pitcher. Then in terms of their depth, you've got a 5.2 ERA in Cade Pavich. You've got a 4 ERA for a 35-year-old in Albert Suarez. and you've got Brandon Young, 6.55, 6.24 ERA in only one season, but he's 27 now, so he's not necessarily young. So I still think that the Orioles have a ways to go in terms of their pitching. I'd say they at least need. I think they just need one more of each. Give them one more starter and one more reliever, like the one we mentioned earlier, and I think they'll definitely they potentially could leapfrog Boston, and I'm not sure about the Yankees because the Yankees have that bullshit stadium. They're going to score runs. The Yankees do have some great starters. Now we'll see. If regression, some of these guys start to regress a little bit. But I really like where Baltimore's going. I actually will predict that they are going to sign Framber Valdez. That is the signing I think that they need to make in order to put their rotation over the top a little bit there. But I think. Oh, what do I have to do now? Please fuck off, Sage. Don't fuck with me tonight. Please don't fuck with me right now. It's 12:52 Eastern Standard Time in the fucking morning, and now you've got me going on Twitter. You fucking asshole. Like, I checked Roto World to see if there was any updates. Now I'm on Twitter. Sage is lying. Sage lied. Okay. Sage, what the fuck, man? Was there any need of doing such a thing, man? Like, what the actual fuck, man? Now I'm looking at John Tavares talking about probably, losing to the Washington Capitals yesterday or the day before. I don't think there was any need of that, man. Literally, I fucking was excited. I thought he was coming to the fucking Toronto Blue Jays for a second there. But you squashed my fucking dreams like you always do. You can throw your fucking... Yeah, you know what? You just lost your fucking wrench. You just lost your wrench. Honestly. You just lost your fucking wrench. Yeah, 20 years down the road. 20 years down the road. All right, well, it is time for us to get the hell out of here. It is time. We'll be back at it tomorrow to preview Week 16 of the remaining NFL games. What is it, Sage? Oh, fuck! I was not prepared. God damn it. God. Every fucking time, man. All right, we got 2 games tomorrow. The Eagles on the road again to face the Commanders. They need to win by 7. Well, they'll win by 7. They'll win the fucking game on the road. The Commanders are pretty much as bad as the goddamn motherfucking Tennessee Titans. Woo! And you got the Packers on the road against the Chicago Bears. I'm taking the Packers to win and to cover. Fuck the Bears. Win this motherfucking game is all I need. You did deserve it. I'm glad that you acknowledged that they deserve it. But I think we can do okay against the Bears. I don't care that Micah Parsons is gone, even though I do care. We're still the better team. They're not going to be able to run the ball against us. In fact, they'll run the ball, but I'm just saying they're not going to be able to do what they do against other teams. In fact, we're probably better now against the run than we were when Micah Parsons was playing, because Micah Parsons is a pass rush specialist. He's not necessarily as great against the run as the other guys there. Sage, thank you for the reminder to this. I have 7 or 8 games in my Steam cart. I am probably going to look to add more later tonight. So if you have any suggestions, let me know on Discord. And it's time to close up it's time to close up shop. But yeah, it was nice seeing Jake Paul get get knocked the fuck out. That's all I have to say. All right, we're out. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.